Hi guys, I'm live. I just want to do some nonsense. I have three topics here. First, I want to talk about something called metacognition. Cognition is thought. Meta means metacognition would be thinking about thinking or thinking about thought. And someone said in the 80s, I read it, it's hard to think about thinking without thinking about something. No, it's hard to think about thinking without thinking about something. In other words, it's hard to think about thinking of nothing. But then the Chinese, to the Chinese, even nothing is something. So even if I think about thinking of nothing, then nothing could be something, that I'd still be thinking of something, which would be nothing. But but there's also in Chinese theory, there's a thing called mu, mu, which is actually the absence of anything, which is not nothing. It's just the absence of anything. And so the toughest thing would be to think about thinking about mu. But anyway, there's that. And then the second subject I want to talk about is Caretaker Grady 3319, or Caretaker Grady 33. I know we had our times, Caretaker, and you were a hater. You were probably one of my worst, at least at the time you were a hater. But I appreciate you reaching out to your guy in LA and maybe helping my career. I appreciate that, you know. I don't hold grudges. I don't do that. I learned not to do that from my dad. I can forgive my dad. I can forgive just about anybody. And I did forgive my dad. So thanks a lot. I thank you for that. Thank you. You're free to give the person in LA my information or whatever. You know, I appreciate it. If he gets back to me, I consider it a good opportunity. And thank you for not only turning around a little bit, but helping me out even. So thank you. And third thing is about karaoke. I was karaokeing at the Old Town Pub. I'm not going to karaoke there anymore. It was really bad last time I went yesterday. I went yesterday, actually. And there were only 3 people on the dance floor, and those were all dudes. And none of them, I didn't have anybody film me. I asked to do, my first choice was to do I'm the One by Van Halen, and they didn't have it. So then I asked to do Manic Depression by Jimmie and they didn't have it. So only my third choice they even had, which was Jamie's Crying by Van Halen. And it was so like, first of all, nobody was filming me. There were only 3 dudes in the whole dance floor other than me singing, that I was so uninspired that I just let myself blow it. I didn't even put any energy into doing well, which actually helped me because I got to flunk. I got a free flunk where I wasn't even trying to do well, you know? And now I feel like I'm maybe sharper from having done that because I've already experienced that. And now maybe I'm a little tighter as far as my rhythm and everything. You know, you got to drop the ball once in a while, and then all of a sudden he's like, oh, I dropped the ball. Well, let's not drop it again, you know, that kind of thing. So I won't be karaokeing anymore. And happy Memorial Day, everybody. And peace, love, and rock and roll. Love you guys.